Now, the King spoke of the enduring partnership between the Crown and the people of the Isle of Man during an address in Tynwald as part of his visit to the island yesterday. Charles III highlighted the island's proud traditions and rich heritage, and he even opened his speech yesterday with some Manx, referring to the fact that 2026 is the year of the Manx language.
I am aware that this year is Manx Language Year. Blaen Gaelia. So I very much hope I have not succeeded to this point in massacring this wonderful celebration of your language.
Now, the Year of the Manx Language, or Blaen Gaelia, has been spearheaded by the Manx Language Network, GBIN, a group of Manx language professionals, and, of course, Culture Vannin. Ruth Keggin Gell is the charity's Manx Language Development Officer and joins us now. Moromai, Ruth.
Moromai, I hope you're well.
We are indeed. So, first of all, what was your reaction to hearing the King acknowledge the Year of the Manx Language and also throwing a bit of Manx in himself?
Well, I wasn't aware that he would be using Manx or referencing the Year of the Manx Language, but I'm very pleased that he did. I would hope that using the language of a particular place that you're visiting is standard practice, and just recognising and honouring that language, even if it is lesser spoken, when you visit somewhere. So it was great to hear him do that. It was great to hear him mentioning the Year of the Manx Language as well. Yeah.
We did hear him joke there a little bit about his pronunciation. I mean, you're much more qualified for this than me. I don't think he did too bad, did he?
It was particularly good with his Guramayo Urchtaren, which is thank you, President. So that was very, very good. Maybe less so on the Blaen Gaelia, but you know what? The thing is, people should have a go, and we as Manx speakers are really happy when people have a go as well. It's actually about the confidence of giving something a go and not being worried about doing it. So yes, although I might have a tiny pointer for him, I'm cheering the fact it was used, and I think that was really, really important to do.
Now, you did meet the King at the garden party at Government House yesterday. What was that like?
It was good. It was really great for the Manx language to be represented at that. I think it was a key message to remind people that Manx is a hugely important part of our cultural and national identity. It's a success story. We're looked at internationally as an example of best practice for language revitalisation. And of course, the language has been spoken here over 1,500 years. So I think it was really, really important to be able to talk to the King. There was a group of us representing the Manx language. There was children from the Bunskull Gilgach, where they learn the entire curriculum through the medium of Manx, and one of their teachers, Adrian Kane, as well as some representatives from Culture Vannin, including me, our director, Brisha Madrell, and Chloe Woolley, our Manx Music Development Officer, and then Juan Garrett, who has recently won the RBV, the Raiblina Vannanin. So it was brilliant to be able to talk to him about the importance of Manx, how it's available to all, how it's for everybody. And then, also just to, the visibility and the audibility of the language. I think that's really important because, especially with English having been, especially due to imperialism, been seen as superior for such a long time, but more and more people are more understanding about the value of regional and minority languages, and they're challenging this perception. So I think it's really important that that message of all languages being valuable, I don't think they should be pitted against one another, and certainly not oppressed or squashed. So I think King Charles actively using Manx, referencing the importance of the Year of the Manx Language, and there being Manx speakers actually represented to meet him is really important. I think particularly with a lens of some of the things that are happening within one of the political parties in the UK, where regional minority languages are being actually started to be squashed again. So I think it was a really important message, and it was great to be a part of that.
Do you think particularly, hearing the King speaking Manx in Tynwald, we've heard the Lieutenant Governor use some Manx as well in his Tynwald speeches. Do you think particularly in those very public roles, those sort of public office situations, there's a greater expectation now to be using a bit of Manx or other languages if you're in other Celtic parts of the British Isles?
Definitely. And I think the governor, he was the first person or the first governor, I should say, within living memory to use Manx on Tynwald Day like that, and worked incredibly hard to do a lot. It was quite a long sections of Manx to be used there. But he saw the importance of that. He speaks Arabic and understands language as well. So he knew the importance of using it. And I think he's set a bit of a precedent actually there. And also other people have been really, really getting on board, especially this year. I feel it almost gives people, I don't want to say permission to use the language, because everybody should be able to use the language, at any time. But somehow having a celebration of the language throughout the whole of 2026, I think is growing people's confidence in using it. And that we're seeing that not only, up in Tynwald and in sort of high power sort of areas, I suppose you would say, high profile areas, but also within the community as well, through things like my colleague Tiffany Carush, who's the Year of the Manx Language Coordinator. She created a Man in a Boo passport, which is encouraging people to go to shops and to cafes and restaurants and to cultural places, speak a little bit of Manx and then get some stamps or sticker stamps and then put them in for a prize draw and things like that. So we're really seeing real enthusiasm this year for the use of Manx. And I think it is really important wherever you go to have a go at speaking whatever language of the country you're in or the nation you're in. And it's something that I, as a musician outside of my work at Culture Vannin, would always really ensure I try and do. Even if I'm worried about making a mistake, I can see, having learnt Manx myself as an adult, started at 23, I know what it's like to have the, oh no, I'm going to make a mistake, but how people are so kind. And that is the overwhelming thing I would say is, if you're frightened about using something, just give it a go. Because I would say, as humanity and the general populace, people are inherently kind and they just love it when people have a go. So just do it.
That's Culture Vannin's Manx Language Development Officer, Ruth Keggin Gell. And if you do want to find out more about the Year of the Manx Language, there is loads more information on the Culture Vannin website.
Thank you for making it to the end of the Manx Radio newscast. You are obviously someone with exquisite taste. May I politely suggest you might want to subscribe to this and a wide range of Manx Radio podcasts at your favourite podcast provider, so our best bits will magically appear on your smartphone. Thank you.